related to perfect competition. If we sum up all these features, then it will be the meaning of perfect competition. Main perfect competition is a market situation in which there are a large number of buyers and sellers, and they are producing homogeneous goods. Homogeneous means same to same, and there is the same price in all the market. There is no price discrimination, any type of price discrimination or product differentiation in the market. All the firms are producing same to same goods. It means homogeneous goods, same goods, and at the same price. There is no price discrimination in the market. So let us clear. These are the features or characteristics of perfect competition. Let us clear characteristics or features of perfect competition. First, we have write down a large number of buyers and sellers, and we have to explain a single concept, single characteristics, so that you can write according to 3 marks. Single concept. Large number of buyers in the perfect competition. So many buyers are there, and so many sellers are there. First of all, let us talk about the large number of buyers. No individual buyer can affect the market demand. So here, if a single buyer will buy the product, then it's a very small amount and it will not affect the market demand. Either the buyer will live in the market or he will left the market. So market demand will remain same as it is. And similarly, regarding seller, so many firms are there. So many firms are producing, firms are there, and no individual firm can affect the market supply. It means neither buyers nor sellers can affect either market demand or market supply. It means market demand or market supply will remain same as it is. It means there will not be any type of no change in price. No change in price. देखो, if a consumer will affect market demand and if a supplier will affect market supply, ultimately then prices will be changed. And here there is no change in market demand, no change in market price, no buyer can affect the market demand, no seller or no firm can affect the market supply, so there will no change in price. So first and foremost characteristics, large number of buyers and sellers. No individual buyer, or buyer means no individual consumer, or no individual seller means no individual firm can affect the market supply. It means market supply or market demand will remain same as it is. Number 2, second characteristics is homogeneous goods. Homogeneous means same to same. Same to same. It means all the firms will produce homogeneous goods. It means there is no change in identical, no change identically. Means by inspection, if we are observing, then if we are looking, then there is no change in size, quality, quantity, color, technology, brand. means there is no change in size, quality, quantity, weight, color, technology, brand. It means all will remain same. All will remain same. Shape, size, brand, quality. It means suppose that you have to purchase a refrigerator from the market, then refrigerator will be on in all the shops. Refrigerator will be say of the same color, same size, same technology, or same price will be there. So there will be no change in technology, no change in brand name, and so that there will not be no selling cost or advertisement cost is not required. Advertisement cost is not required because farms or producers are selling the same product, so no need for the advertisement of your product. We will make advertisement because we are producing different commodities, we are using different technology, so we have to require advertisement. But here in perfect competition, no need of selling cost and no need of no transportation cost will be there. No transportation cost. So these two types of costs are excluded in perfect competition because goods are same to same, homogeneous goods, same goods, no need to advertisement your product. Then number 3, free entry and exit of farms. So all the farms they can enter in the economy, they can enter in the industry. Here I would like to tell you that in perfect competition, because industry is a price maker. Industry is a price maker and farm is a price taker. Farm is a price taker. So any firm can enter in the industry. Suppose that iron industry is there. Any firm can enter in the industry and any firm can exit the industry. There will no, it will not affect if any firm enter or exit the firm, exit the market, then it will not affect the market supply. Market supply will remain same. Supply will remain same. And here individual farm supply is just like a drop in the ocean. So individual farms supply is just like a drop in the ocean. It means it will not affect the entire market supply. So firms are free, they can easily enter in the economy and they can also easily exit from the economy, because in the perfect competition a firm will always earn, because in a perfect competition a firm will always normal profits in long period, but in a short period firms can earn normal profits, comma super normal profits, and losses also. But in long period, a firm will enjoy always normal profits. So firm can enter in the market and firm can also exit from the market if a firm is bearing losses. And later on we will explain the concept of how price can be determined under perfect competition, in which we will clear how in long period normal profits can be earned and in short period normal profits, supernormal profits and losses that can be earned by a firm. Our next topic is, next characteristic is, industry is a price maker and firm is a price taker. Although we have explained the concept separately with the help of schedule and diagram, even then we are making DD demand curve, SS supply curve intersect each other on point E. This is the equilibrium point. OP is the equilibrium price, and as it is, the price will be accepted by firms. So this diagram is related to industry and this is related to firm. A firm under perfect competition is always a price taker and not a price maker. Price taker, firm जो है price taker, industry price maker. We have explained the concept in our previous video. Then let us clear the revenue curves under perfect competition. And if you want to prepare a schedule, this is related to price, market demand, market supply or firm A. Firm A's price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Market demand 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Market supply 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And here this is the equilibrium price 3 and firm will accept as it is 3. At equilibrium level of 1, 2, 3, 4, firm will accept, firm will sell its product at rupees 3. Then revenue curves under perfect competition. We have clear that in perfect competition we have already prepared revenue curves. AR is equal to MR. There are revenue curves are perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic revenue curves. These are units of output and here revenue. So we have prepared revenue curves under. Then let us prepare what is the demand curve. Demand curve under perfect competition. So I am preparing demand curve because AR oblique price oblique demand, there is no difference between average revenue We have already clear that average revenue curve goes parallel to x-axis perfectly elastic revenue curves. So revenue curves under perfect competition is perfectly elastic. And here how price can be determined? Average revenue will determine the price. So there is no difference between average revenue or price or demand curve. We can write average revenue is equal to price is equal to demand curve. And similarly, we can also clear, we have clear that there is a large number of buyers and sellers. If we study only first three components or features or characteristics of perfect competition. Number one, large number of buyers and sellers. Number two, homogeneous goods. Number three, free entry and exit of firms. So let us make a difference between pure competition or perfect competition. Pure competition. Pure competition includes number one, large number of buyers and sellers. Number two, homogeneous goods. Number three, free entry and exit of firms. If we study only these three characteristics, then this is known as pure competition. But perfect competition is a wider concept. So it includes pure competition plus some other important components of features of perfect competition also. Because if we are studying how price determination will be there, these are some technical characteristics of perfect competition. Price determination, then how revenue curves can be determined, how demand curve can be determined. So if we study all these components in a single part, that will be known as perfect competition. But if you are studying only 3 points, then it will be known as pure competition. So in 1 marks question will be there that which are the components of pure competition only. So we can write large number of buyers and sellers, homogeneous goods, and free entry and exit of firms. If we study only these three components, then it will be a part of pure competition. Otherwise, if we are study as a whole, it means the components of pure competition will also be included with this another 4th, 5th or 6th point. Then it all these points will be known as perfect competition, features of perfect competition. So you have to make all these features, you must have enough content that you can write according to 4 marks. Individual content you can write according to the 4 marks. You must have enough material with you. So that's all regarding this topic, and do subscribe the channel to see all the videos related to main forms of market. Thank you.